Thanks for staying with us. Now, Dublin Port Riverfest is taking place all this weekend, and Laura is there for us now. Laura.
Thanks, Anna. Lots to see and do at Riverfest 2017. Now, Thundercat Racing is headlining the event with their first ever Dublin performance happening today and indeed tomorrow. And we have James Tapp, who's the 2016 World Champion and current World Speed Record holder. Hiya, James. That's a mouthful.
Hi there. Yeah, it certainly is.
Lovely to have you with us this morning. Now, I'd never heard of Thundercat Racing. Can you tell me about the origins of it and how you got involved?
I got involved about 12 years ago. The sport's been running for about 25. Originated in South Africa, where the guys used to just for fun race down the rapids, see if they had any engine left by the end of it, and that just developed into smaller circuits, and it's just grown globally now to we're in 18 countries now.
So what would you liken it to? I think you mentioned motorsport like Formula 1 earlier on.
Yeah, so the easiest way to describe it is sort of motocross on water. So we're racing on flat waters today, but we can race in 20-foot surf, so the boats can literally handle any condition. They're probably one of the most versatile boats out there.
You're also involved in the administrative side of things, James. So why do you think people are kind of taken by the sport? You're getting more and more fans as the months and years go on.
They are, yeah. It's close to shore racing, so and the boats can literally, they're millimetres apart, so the thrills and spills of watching them, and you can hear them shouting at each other, and it's just, and it's very accessible. It's sort of grassroots. It's a cheap form of motorsport as far as motorsport goes. And yeah, we are seeing a massive increase in numbers.
Now you have some of your teammates behind you. They're going fairly slow at the moment, it has to be said, for obvious reasons, because they're not allowed to go fast until a little bit later on. But what kind of tricks do these guys usually get up to?
So at the minute they're performing what we sort of call a wheelie, and it's where both crew members come to the back of the boat and lift the front up, and they'll catch the wind under there, a bit like a kite, and do a few circles. We're under strict orders this morning, but later on this afternoon we'll be getting up to sort of 50, 60 mile an hour out there.
I can see that there's a huge amount of safety gear involved, because they have what looks like motorbike helmets on them as well as their life jackets.
Yeah, we take safety really seriously, and that has evolved over the years. You know, before it was just a little life jacket, and now we are full attire. We have racing vests as well to stop all the straps getting in the way, racing helmets, full impact life jackets as well, just in case, you know.
Do you think that Thundercat Racing is going to become even more popular now, and do you see it getting as big a sport as, let's say, Formula 1 with huge sponsors on board?
I think we are seeing a number of larger sponsors coming on board, yeah, and for us as organisers as well, it really helps, and being part of Dublin Water Festival as well, that is, you know, it's amazing for us as well.
And what about yourself? Tell me about your rise to the top. I mean, you're a 2016 World Champion, that's not to be laughed at.
Yeah, it took us a while. It's a team sport. It's my co-pilot Ed Redman. We've been working hard for over the years, and yeah, in Malta 2015-16 we managed to take the title, which we're over the moon about.
So what kind of work was involved in getting to that point? You were saying there was an awful lot of training for it.
Yeah, and the sport is done over 3 different disciplines. So you do flat water like you see today, then we do the big surf, and then we do endurance racing as well. So you can't just train for one specific thing, you've got to sort of be an all-rounder. And we just got in the gym, we got out on the boat, and as you can see the boats are quite unique, so just getting in the boat and getting practice just helps you build up.
And tell us about the boats.
So they're a catamaran hull, which is two tubes on the side with a, sounds quite simple, with a bit of wood in the middle, and then a 50 horsepower engine on the back controlled by a tiller. So
Are they light?
Very light. They're sort of 90 kilos, and then with an engine on board as well. So we've got a good bit of wind today, so you should see the boats really flighty and lifting up like a kite. You know, maybe someone falling out, you never know.
James, what would you say to people who are totally captivated by this and would like to get involved?
So you can visit thundercatracing.com, and we have Thundercats in most countries now. So, and the events, you can come along, volunteer, just see what it's like, and we're always needing co-pilots as well. So we'll get you trained up and get you out on the water.
Now, obviously, you're going to be exhibiting later on today, and also in what happened in London last night, you're also going to take that into account, and you have a 1 minute silence later on. Tell us about that.
So at 2 o'clock, we're going to all raft up on the water and do a 2 minute silent out of respect. So anybody that wants to come down and join us in memory, and we'll do our bit as well to.
So they can pay their respects, and indeed we're thinking of the families and friends over in London. The very best of luck, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend. Thanks a lot for talking to us, James.